she's always been a piece of shit, all right? SSSniperWolf. Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast hit me up saying, hey, can you get me in contact with SSSniperWolf? There's this girl, she's 10 years old, she's dying of cancer. Her dream and her wish is to meet SSSniperWolf. And I told Adam22 right out, Leah is a piece of shit. Good luck with that. Adam gets a hold of Sexy Sniper Wolf and she agrees to talk to the kid dying of cancer. She set it up with her mom. I got the text conversations. Sniper Wolf blows it off. She's out partying and living it up, and this 10-year-old is literally dying right now. You have to be a certain piece of shit to fucking do this. Like, you are such a fucking scumbag, you piece of shit.
Leah is a content creator who rose to fame for copying content and reposting it on a YouTube channel with 34 million subscribers, providing minimal commentary. She faced legal consequences, being apprehended and charged on 2 distinct occasions for incidents involving armed robbery and disorderly conduct, things she attempts to conceal from the public eye. In the past, Leah has consistently displayed erratic behaviour, going to the extent of defaming fellow female YouTubers to garner attention for herself.
I was actually in the same position as GGG once. People thought I faked my gameplays.
Leah resumes to falsely accuse gamer Gone Girl, forcing the narrative of her faking Call of Duty gameplays with zero evidence. The video ends with more harassing behaviour.
But you really wanted to disappoint your subscribers.
Recently, it came to light that her entire rise on YouTube was fabricated, meticulously orchestrated by her soon-to-be ex-spouse, Evan Sausage. He took charge of scripting, recording gameplay, and was actively involved in every facet of video creation. The truth, however, remained concealed until legal documents were unveiled, exposing Leah's actions of seizing the channel from her husband in an attempt to exclude him from the business he predominantly built. 4 weeks ago, Leah exposed YouTuber JacksFilms by revealing his private information.
Alright, right in front of your house. Come out and talk to me. He has food outside, so he should be out any minute now to pick it up.
Motivated by his critique and mockery of her content.
Unnecessary yelling. I don't have shaky cam on this card. All right, how about unnecessary? I do.
However, this is only part of the story. Leah has traversed one of the most controversial paths among major YouTubers on the platform. On November the 3rd, JacksFilms decided to address the situation, sharing a video titled What's Next, where he detailed the aftermath. He explained how, since being exposed, he and his family live in constant fear.
In this weird limbo of scared to leave our home and strongly considering moving. So it hasn't been great.
Jack would also reveal his plans to undergo a shift in content, aiming to embody a positive version reminiscent of SSSniperWolf. Instead of simply appropriating content without adding value, he expressed his intention to accept requests from fellow creators for reviews.
Here's my plan. If you're a creator and you're open to the idea of me watching your work live on stream, providing critiques and feedback and tips, then please send us your stuff.
Essentially, he aims to create a platform that shines a spotlight on underrated creators, leveraging his YouTube channel to help others enhance and improve their content. Even when it seemed that Leah's situation couldn't deteriorate any further, a new controversy brought to light another unsettling and peculiar aspect of her career. This involved the possibility that she had entirely appropriated her accent, video ideas, personality and style from another female reaction YouTuber, Azzyland. Azzyland boasts over 13 million subscribers on YouTube and is primarily recognised for her reaction videos. While Azzy has garnered less than half of SniperWolf's subscribers, she stands as Leah's most significant rival. On May the 2nd, 2020, Leah uploaded a video titled Funniest Yearbook Quotes. At the 2-minute and 42-second mark, she took an offensive stance, accusing Azzy of identity theft.
The wise words of Michael Wilson. Remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
This wasn't the initial instance of Leah tarnishing Azzy's reputation. Just a month earlier, a fan inquired on Twitter if they were friends, to which Leah responded stating they were not friends and accused Azzy of copying her video thumbnail style and the way she talks for years. Leah had successfully maintained control over the public narrative, asserting that Azzy was the one emulating her accent, personality, video ideas and content style. However, everything took a turn on November the 10th 10th, 2023 when commentary YouTuber Nerd City released a video titled SSSniperWolf Stole Her Life. In this video, Nerd City provided a platform for Azzy to finally share her side of the story, flipping the narrative by recounting her experiences with Leah. Azzy alleged that Leah was, in fact, the one stealing content, accent and personality from her. While some have dubbed this controversy as the battle of the mid due to the nature of both Azzy and Leah's content, the extent to which Leah appears to have gone to clone her identity is quite disturbing, all while claiming Azzy was the imitator.
Taking every idea did well, but because they had more following than me, their video would just get more views, and so people would see their video first and then assume that their video was first. Copying is not a big deal. I feel like it doesn't become as big of a deal when you're an adult.
There's this other female creator who thinks I'm cool, who's taking ideas from me to something that started to mess with your head. Like, what was the difference for you?
I genuinely don't care about this. Like, anybody who knows me in real life, like, I share ideas, I like help them out. Like, I would even have sent her the Photoshop files as long as she was like nice about it. Like,
SniperWolf is telling them that it's a problem. So
yeah.
It's not just that these fans notice and they're organically being like, oh, I saw SniperWolf's video first and now I see Azzy's video and this is the same, and they're reaching their own conclusion that you had copied her.
What is your opinion on, okay, let's talk about this person since a lot of people ask me about her. Does she copy me? And a lot of people think she is me. Today we're gonna be rating my lookalikes. Wait, hold up. These videos look familiar. I'm gonna have to give that one a 5.
She created the narrative that you had cloned her.
Yeah.
When it was the other way around.
Yeah, I have fans, like, I guess playing both sides and like messaging me and telling me that she's DMing them and like she's kind of like encouraging people to hate on me. I think like that's very manipulative because she's in a position of power and she knows that by messaging children that they'll be starstruck.
They'll believe her.
They'll be starstruck.
So they've been like kind of dragged into drama to harass you. Have you ever done anything like that in reverse? Did you ever tell your fans like, go do the same thing to her?
Never. I actually tell them not to.
The video also delved into the extent of harassment Azzy endured, a consequence of Leah mobilizing her youthful audience against her.
That we're accusing you of copying her.
This became like a really big issue as soon as TikTok became popular. And it started blowing up on there because anybody can make a short form video and things can go really viral on there. Like there was fans that had like 100 followers, they would post it and within the end of the week they would have like 5 million views on it. And that really encouraged people to make these videos, and I think it accumulated like people just like hating.
Later in the video, Nerd City would reveal how Leah would manipulate her photos, specifically singling out others engaged in similar practices.
I felt justified in making that video was that she was attacking people for the thing that I could tell she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
One of your first negative interactions with her, she was trying to say that she does not edit her photos and you do.
Yeah, which it's just why even go there?
It's abundantly clear that Leah is convinced there's space for only one individual in her niche, and she's prepared to take any measures necessary to eliminate her rival.
A cheap knockoff. That's what I think of. Cheap knockoff. Because essentially that's what it is when you're trying to be somebody you're not. I could throw a lot of shade in this video, but I'm not.
Further in the video, Azzy would reveal how Leah unabashedly appropriated her accent. To provide context, Azzy is from Toronto, Canada, and has spent a considerable amount of time in Amsterdam, with her accent being a genuine reflection of her background. It escalated to the point where Azzy felt compelled to alter her own voice just to distinguish herself from Leah.
Parents are foreign, and then I lived in Amsterdam for a bit, so it's kind of just been morphing over time. But the ironic thing is, I wanted to separate myself so much from SniperWolf that I started forcing myself to not talk like that. And now I don't know how to talk like that anymore. I like forgot.
However, the mimicry doesn't conclude here, as a substantial portion of Leah's video concepts and titles are unmistakably borrowed from Azzy. Commentary legend Penguin Zero, aka Charlie, would upload a video titled New SSSniperWolf Drama, where he would shed light on the recent developments and share opinion on the subject.
Based on everything in the Nerd City video, as well as a couple of other things that have been revealed, it really does seem like SniperWolf directly tried to copy from Azzyland in quite a few aspects, even outside of just like thumbnails and all of that. At the very least, drew huge inspiration from it, if I'm going to be extremely charitable and generous. There are a ton of similarities, an outrageous amount for it to just be a coincidence, in my opinion.
It's fair to say that Leah's entire rise to fame was built on the back of others. Her gameplays, commentaries and personality were all a facade. During this journey she plagued everyone she came into contact with, including her husband. The case around Leah aka Sexy Sniper Wolf will inevitably continue escalating, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date.